What's going on, YouTube? Welcome, all you beautiful people. If this is your first time on the channel, welcome. Appreciate you guys stopping by, taking the time to watch this video. We're gonna be doing little tips and tricks for you guys real quick for the ramp floor wall push. I know a lot of people probably know all of this. They probably have the down pack, but this is gonna be for the beginners who really don't know, or for the people that have watched the videos and it's not really clicking for them. I'm gonna show you what I did and some of the things that I like implement so that I was able to do it. Because if you're like me, you've watched the videos, but it just wasn't clicking. There was something wrong. Like I was doing what they were telling me to do, but it just wasn't working. So we're gonna go right into a playground right now. You can try this in a regular match if you want to, but I advise you do it in playgrounds. It just makes it easier. It gives you more time to practice it. I'm gonna jump right away. Looks like right above flush. But while we're doing this, while we're trying to land, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you smack that subscribe button. Like up this video if it helps you. It helps tremendously. Come on now. I wish there was a way to just like cut the umbrella. All right. But yeah, it's a llama. A llama. I forgot I was doing a tips and tricks video just now. All right. Grab a little bit of wood here. All right. So first and foremost, I did the practice, you know what I mean, of how everybody likes to do it, you know what I mean? But when I was trying it originally, I kept getting like wall blocked, you know what I mean? Like this was happening, which is fine. You can always just edit it and keep going. But I mean, it costs you a lot of time, and it's just much better to be able to do it like instantaneously. So first of all, what I did was I changed my keybinds. So I had it originally on the default settings, and for some reason it just didn't feel natural. I mean, this is a personal preference thing. I kind of switched everything around to make it easier on myself. So what I actually do is, I wish I had a controller cam for this, but what I actually did was made stairs my L2. My floor and wall are on my right hand side of the controller, so R1 and R2. So it makes it easier because I only have to have one finger on one side, and I can have the ramp itself is the main focus. So once you get the ramp down, you want to be aiming at about middle, I would say, around the middle section of where you're gonna be like running. Because if you aim too high before you get a chance, if you're here aiming all the way up, when you go to build your floor, it's gonna block you. Okay, so what you're gonna really want to do is, I'll do it slow, is build, and then the moment that you see your floor go down, you're gonna build R1, R2. So it's in rapid succession, right? Okay. So you're gonna build the ramp, wall to begin, ramp, R1, R2, and keep going. And the moment your floor builds, or your ramp builds, excuse me, you're gonna put your floor and your wall down. So let's do it full speed so you guys can see it. Basically, that's what it's gonna be, okay? So a lot of people were having issues with this. I was getting a lot of messages about how to actually, complete it properly. I mean, you could always put a floor right there if you wanted to. I personally don't, because I usually only go up about, say 3. Usually, I usually go 3 out, and then I start shooting down, or I'm gonna build out, or go for high ground. I usually don't go. I do not advise you going that far up, because by the time you get to that 5th, 6th floor, they'll have already shot this down, and they'll be shooting this down, and you're gonna take a lot of fall damage if you're all the way up there. So what I suggest is that you go maybe 2 right here, and I usually cap myself That's usually what I do, so that you don't have to get shot out. I mean, not this actual roof. I don't I don't actually put this roof up there, but it's usually just capped right here. That way, if somebody gets to shooting you, it's not going to take fall damage, right? You're safe there. Plus, on top of that, by the time they get to actually shooting you, if they have a good angle on you, maybe 1 or 2 shots, it's fine. Because once you start shooting down at them, because they're shooting at your bottom floor, you're gonna take damage. They're gonna take damage, and immediately you're just gonna push out. You know what I mean? That's usually how it goes. Also, I didn't mention this while I was on my keybind settings. Depending on because when I was speaking about making sure that you're in a decent eye range so that you are able to do this and you're not capping yourself with a wall. Get some more mats real quick. To make sure you're not capping yourself out with the floor above you. You want to make sure you're not flying up. So you need to have a comfortable sensitivity to be able to do this, or at least have control freaks help to give you a little more stability when you're with a higher sensitivity. Right now, wow, feedback. That's not what I wanted to do. Right now I'm running at 8.8, but when I first started doing this, I did it at a 6.6 when I was practicing, so that I can get an idea of how it works. Before I just went straight into my 8.8 settings, because I normally play on an 8.8. But when I was practicing this, I found myself having an issue trying to stay in the middle of the wall. So what would happen is I would do a lot of this. This would happen a lot right here, because I was moving too fast and the wall was going above me. So what I suggest is taking your sensitivity down just 1 or 2 notches, just to make sure that you've fully gotten it down. And then once you feel like you've mastered it, then you can turn your sensitivity, back to what you normally use it with. And another tip that I wasn't speaking about a second ago was try not to move your right analog stick too much around when you're doing this. Because if you're doing a lot of this, you don't really see what you're doing. If you're trying to look left and look right while you're doing it, I mean, more advanced people I've seen can do that. But if you're just starting out, I highly suggest that you just, as soon as you get to your area of comfortability, when you're in the middle, just stay there. Take your finger completely off the R2 trigger. It'll make it so much easier. And once you have it mastered and you feel like, okay, yeah, I got it down, I'm not missing anything, I'm hitting every single one, you turn your sensitivity up, and then you're able to turn and look as you're doing it all at the same time. Wow, did you see that? Where's the edit? Where's the edit? Wow, love this game. Anyways, so that's just another little helpful tip that I was gonna add on top of it, because I didn't say it actually in the first part of the video. I have a couple more videos like this, really tailored for beginners, not necessarily for the advanced people, because I'm pretty sure by season 6 now, a lot of the people are pros. But I've noticed that I've gotten messages saying, I'm not that good at building, I'm a potato, I want to get better. I know, and this 3-layer ramp push is kind of like essential in season 6. You know what I mean? Like earlier seasons, this wasn't as important. You know what I mean? This was really all you needed. Probably season 6. That is pretty much all you needed right there. I mean, not season 6. I apologize. Like season 4-ish, maybe. A ramp wall push is normally gonna work just fine back then. As of season 6, a lot more people have adapted to building, along with the fact that Epic has come out with Builder Pro and all these customizations for PlayStation and console in general. So you really want to get down the basics if you're really going for those solo kills, or just going for the win in general. It's very, very, very important that you get your building down. So I suggest going to playgrounds, take a couple hours, you know, don't rush it. If it doesn't come right away, then it's all right. You know, it's not gonna be an instantaneous thing. I thought the same thing. You know, I build pretty decently. I'm going here for 30 minutes practice and it'll be done. Wow, I accidentally did a 4-layer push. Did not mean to do that. But anything else you can ask me in the comments. Sorry, excuse me, I was burping. But the two main things that I feel for myself changed the ability to be able to actually do the 3-layer push was the building controls. I had them set up to where, you know, I didn't feel comfortable with my fingers. The timing was off. It just didn't feel right. You know what I mean? So excuse me, I turned everything kind of flippy around. I don't even know what the default is anymore. I haven't played on the default Builder Pro in I don't know how long. If you guys want to copy these settings, it's completely up to you. That's fine with me. I don't mind. But there's about 1 million videos out for keybinds on PS4. I would go find one that fits your play style, the one that you're comfortable with. Use that and then tailor your building to where that you're able and you feel comfortable that this is just natural. You know what I mean? Like, and you don't have to like think about it. Because if you're, I'm gonna tell you now, if you're thinking about what piece that you want to build next, it's gonna be a lot more difficult. You want to have it in muscle memory and it just be fluent. You know what I mean? Because you want to be thinking about, all right, what's the next move for the enemy? What is he gonna do next? How am I gonna counter it? You don't want to be thinking, oh, did I actually put a floor wall down right there, or did I put a ramp underneath? You know what I mean? It's not something you want to have to deal with mid-fight. So like I said, if this video helped you guys, and if you guys want to see more of these, go ahead and drop in the comment section. Say yes, Timmy, this helped me. I've had problems with it for the longest, and it's finally here. So it took me, I want to say it took me about maybe about 1.5 hours to master this. Do not feel bad if it takes you longer than that. Continue to practice it until you have it fully down. And once you get it fully down, it'll tremendously help your gameplay. Because you won't be getting shot out the sky when you're just ramping on the mats. But when you're ramp rushing with the wall, just a ramp wall, it's pretty much gonna get shot down 90% of the time, unless you get a potato or just a straight bot in general. If not, if you're going against a decent player that's played for at least 2 seasons, he's gonna know what to do. He's gonna shoot your bottom floor. You're gonna fall out. He's gonna build over you. He's gonna have high ground, and they're gonna shoot you. It's just simple as that. So you want to get yourself in a position to where you are able to shoot down at the enemy, and make sure that you have some type of cover to when you're shooting down on him. You know what I mean? So this has been Simi. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am going to go smack this llama around a little bit. Do not promote llama abuse, but I will see you guys on the next one. Happy you guys stopped by.